Fox News has decided to make their way to Ottawa to cover this protest on the ground, something that the Canadian media has not been really doing a good or balanced or fair job of virtually at all. And it only takes just a couple of minutes to get a pretty clear idea of what it's actually like on the ground in Ottawa. Check out this clip from Fox News.
Standing in what is a childcare area here. We're early and the kids aren't here yet, but this is what they've set up. I mean, they've got everything. They're smoking meat over here, and we're right in front of Parliament. This is the exit and entrance for a lot of people, members of Parliament. And, you know, yesterday I watched people come out after debating, and even some of the Parliament members who are in favor of the mandates, and that's right, nobody accosted them. Nobody, chased them into the bathroom or anything. This has been a very peaceful, in my view, very peaceful protest throughout. Occasionally you get somebody who's, starts a little trouble, but generally this is a peaceful movement here that has gone well beyond the truckers. Maybe you see, this is... and you often hear the tones of French, because there are plenty of French Canadians
here. Yeah, that's la petite Québec ici.
Why are you here?
To get our freedom back. I don't want to raise my kids with masks and QR codes, so that's why we're here.
What are you making this morning?
Bacon and eggs. I just started, so I'm cooking the bacon first, and we have plenty of eggs. So
it sounds like you're here for the long haul.
Yeah, I'm here since day one, so it's been 15 days. We're in Ottawa right now. I'm with my wife and kids, so we're here to stay.
You feel very deeply about this to make that kind of a commitment.
Yeah. Like we're all in this together, but people don't realize how we struggling in this, and we need a QR code for this or QR code for that, and so it's like
too much.
Yeah, it's too much, and the pressure we have to get vaccinated. There's something about it that just don't work.
Tell me why you're here, sir.
I'm a 60-year-old grandfather who's been fired from his job by General Motors of Canada on December 12th. They told all non-vax people to just leave. They cut us all out. My 31-year-old son has lost his job. He will be in April. He's been told he's gone because he's not vaxxed. And my daughter, who was pregnant in the fall and being asked to vax, had to leave early and give birth to a child prematurely after the government was harassing her to take the vaccine. So my family has been impacted in hundreds of thousands of dollars. My son-in-law has his own business, consulting business, and he's losing tens of thousands of dollars. The government has decided to punish their people, and I'm here to stop it.
You feel very passionate about this.
I will die to protect my family and my children from overreach by the government. I'm here for peace, for love, and satisfaction of people living in a country in unity. And this Mr. Trudeau does not deserve the title of Prime Minister. He is an insult to Canadians. I just want to know how far Mr. Trudeau would go if somebody took the food off of his table, because that's how far I'm going to go, Mr. Trudeau. Mark my words, Mr. Trudeau.
Sir, I appreciate very much you sharing your story. I can see the emotion.
Thank you.
No one could say it better, perhaps, in terms of a spokesman for this group. And that's just a guy I walked up to. I hadn't talked to him before. That's what we're seeing out here.
From being on the ground myself, our own team, having covered this event since almost the very first day, what this gentleman that we saw last there with the glasses, and then the one that was cooking his breakfast, both of those individuals represent the sentiment that you hear from thousands and thousands of people. We've spoken to so many people on the ground in Ottawa, and what those people are saying represents the sentiment all around. These are not extreme people. These are not people that are on the left side of the political spectrum or the right side of the political spectrum, and they're just fighting for whatever cause that they believe in. These are people who truly want love, they truly want unity, they truly feel unheard, and they truly have looked at what it is that they think is a mandate, aka the federal vaccine mandate that is blocking people from whether it be working, whether it be traveling. Obviously at the provincial level, that's where we get the mandates that might block people from working, but the federal mandate that makes it so that no Canadian can get on a plane, train, or cruise is one that most people have kind of got to a point where they said, now I'm just kind of being held in my country almost as a political prisoner. So this is what these people feel. This is what they want. This is not something that we want to take our bias of saying, well, this is Fox News, therefore I can't trust any of this stuff. Really look at this individual case of coverage on the ground. I mean, Fox likely did not put these people there to interview them, right? They're just talking to everyday people there. And if you trust anything from myself or our team who has been on the ground, you would, if we're saying that, yes, this is the vast majority of people that are there, then perhaps that's another tick to the box of, people who are saying, well, I don't know, I think maybe the mainstream media here in Canada has got it wrong about what's actually happening on the ground in Ottawa. Now, of course, you see Fox News is having success connecting with and talking with people in Ottawa. And again, you might be urged to say, well, that's because everybody there is a right-wing extremist and that's why they like Fox News. But this is not true. It's because Fox News likely went there under the pretense of what is going on? What is happening? Can I give a balanced and fair set of coverage about what's happening? Why do the Convoy participants not want CTV, CBC, and Global News there? Well, since the very beginning, before it even started, these media organizations were outright lying about this convoy. They were making up things that were absolutely outrageous. If you're going to call somebody racist, misogynistic, extreme, if you're going to try and paint an entire movement with the brush of being Nazis or supporting, Confederate soldiers and Confederate flags, you better be damn sure you are right. Because if you're not right about what you are saying something so outrageous towards people that has such a divisive tone. So this is why people are upset at mainstream media, why CTV, CBC, and Global are often heckled off the streets, because they're not showing up fair. And they're taking no responsibility whatsoever for the fact that they made this bed themselves. They made it so that there's no trust amongst these people. And they're saying, you know what, we'd rather not have you here. They're not throwing rocks at them or trying to beat them up or do anything crazy. They're just saying, you're not welcome here because you've been lying, you've been deceiving, and you've misleading people. So it's not media that these people hate. It is individuals, it is certain companies that are not coming on a good faith effort to tell this accurate story. And I'm just glad that Fox, for whatever reason they have, whether it's to honestly give a balanced perspective or whether it's for their own political gain, whatever it might be, I'm just glad that the actual story is being shown to more people.